Is Hinge X worth it? I spent $55 to find out. In this video, I'll tell you what you get for the money, my actual results, and whether or not you should pay for Hinge X. And stay till the end because Hinge recently changed their algorithm in a way that affects everyone, not just Hinge X subscribers. Hinge X, most expensive Hinge subscription, costs $55 a month. It's cheaper if you do 3 months or 6 months. And then I think the price also varies depending on where you are. And I noticed sometimes they offer trials and discounts. So if you're interested in that, just maybe wait for them to offer you one. And it's only $10 more than Hinge Plus. So I think Hinge Plus is not even worth it, as I'm about to show you, because it doesn't have some important features from Hinge X. So here's what you get with Hinge X. Unlimited likes, whereas on free, I think you only get 8 likes a day. View all likes at once, whereas on free, you can only see 1 incoming like at a time. Advanced filters, that includes height, politics, drinking, like all this stuff you see on the screen. This can be good if you have a certain type. And then enhanced recommendations, which is another way of saying that you see more attractive people faster, like when you're swiping. Skip the line shows your profile towards the top of other people's swipe feed. So it's kind of like a light version of a paid boost. And priority likes. So the likes stay higher on the women's likes you page for 7 days. But that's only if the person you're swiping on has sorted their likes you tab by recent. And I'll talk about that more a little later. And as you can see, Hinge Plus, it doesn't have the last 3 features that Hinge X has. So that's enhanced recommendations, skip the line, and priority likes. I think if you're going to pay for Hinge, you might as well just go with Hinge X since it's only $10 more. So my results with Hinge X. So does Hinge X work? Over the course of a week, I got around 150 to 200 matches. And here's a screenshot so you know I'm not BSing. The likes counter, by the way, like even if you have more than 50, it doesn't show more than 50 plus. But you should know that 1, I have good photos. 2, I'm in a big city. 3, when I did this, I made a new account. So I got like the new boost or whatever. Basically, when you make a new account, provided that your profile is actually good and you have good photos, Hinge and I think pretty much every dating app, they give you like more likes and more matches. Basically, they make your profile more visible to determine like where they should put you in the algorithm. But because of that, I got a lot of matches specifically in like the first few days, and then it kind of started tapering off. So just note that, you know, if you don't have the 3 things that I have or that I had for this test, you're probably not going to get that many matches. But yeah, just a note. So is Hinge X worth it? I mean, in my case, yeah, I would say so. But I think in your case, it depends. For you listening, I would say yes if you already get some likes and matches. Hinge X, it just multiplies your results. Let's just say your profile is not that great. You don't really get any likes or matches. 0 times 0 is still 0, right? Paying's not going to change that. The girls still need to swipe back. And yeah, I already got decent results without Hinge X. It just made the results faster / slightly better. So by faster, I mean on free, for example, you can't see everyone who liked you. Like it's only 1 at a time. So you got to like go through that list 1 at a time, which is slow. Whereas, you know, on Hinge X, you can see like everyone who liked you at once. So you can just go through the list and then you swipe left or right. And then also on Hinge X, you get unlimited likes versus just 8 likes a day. You know, if you're sending out likes, it makes it faster because, you know, there's more chances to match. Whereas on free, you know, 8 likes a day, it could take a while for anything to happen. But in my case, I wasn't using that many likes just because like I didn't want to, you know, spend so much time swiping. And then Hinge, I don't want them to think I'm like a bot or something and ban me. And then enhanced recommendations, I think, made the results come faster. It felt like I was seeing girls who were my type more, like when I was swiping. Whereas without Hinge X, I think I had to swipe a bit more to like see girls that I found attractive. And then I think the Hinge X made results better in the sense that I think I got more matches with hot girls. So like it wasn't crazy, right? It's not like my entire like match list was all 12 out of 10 beautiful women, but it was kind of noticeable. And I'm guessing the enhanced recommendations thing that I mentioned before and priority likes helped. With priority likes, I think on Hinge, what's different about Hinge is that girls on Hinge, they swipe less. So this person asked, woman of Hinge, do you only swipe on your likes? This person says, yeah, just go through my likes. This person says, I have a constant stream of likes, so I just kind of go through it that way. So yeah, this person also just goes through their likes. Same here. So yeah, girls on Hinge swipe less because they can see their incoming likes, even if it's just one at a time on the free plan. Whereas other apps, I'm pretty sure all of them you need to pay to see your likes, or actually swipe to match with people. And then obviously, just from a girl's perspective, like, why would you even waste the time? Because girls, especially hot ones, they have endless incoming likes to choose from. With the priority likes, I think it helps because as we just discussed, girls, they don't really swipe on Hinge. You kind of need to swipe for your like to be seen, and then if you have the priority likes, it'll be closer to the top of their incoming likes page. In my case, I actually get likes and matches because my photos are good. Because on the dating apps, the first thing you see is a photo, not a wall of text. Bio, prompt, etc. Like, people who talk about that, it's just cope. At the end of the day, that's just icing on the cake. Because whether you're a guy or a girl, you actually need to be attracted to the other person, right? Ideally, you would be above average looks and have good photos, or at least photos where it doesn't make you look terrible. And in case you're wondering, here are the photos that I was using. And then if you want dating photos like these, I made them using AI. Just check the link in the description called Get Realistic AI Dating Photos if you're interested in getting similar photos for yourself. Yeah, I wouldn't even use dating apps with bad photos. Better use of your time would just be getting good photos, whether that's with or without AI. And ideally looks maxing if necessary, right? If your looks aren't that great. And then also ideally being in a big city, because obviously bigger population means more chance to match with people. Otherwise, dating apps, complete waste of time. I would just uninstall them. So another reason Hinge X might be worth it, if for example you actually get likes or matches across the various apps and you're trying to choose which plan is the best, or you're trying to choose which paid plan is the best. So if you're listening to this video, Hinge is probably the best dating app in your city, or at least that's usually the case in the US. And just FYI, Hinge, it only works in certain countries. If you didn't know that, just Google Hinge supported countries and they have a page on their site that tells you if it works in your country. But let's say that it does work in your country. If you want to make sure whether or not it's the best app and whether or not you should actually pay for it, just search your city, like for example, New York City best dating app Reddit. And then obviously the more recent the post, the better. But if people on Reddit are saying that Hinge is good, that means it's good, because people on Reddit are typically very bad at dating. So yeah, if they say something's good, it's probably really good. And then obviously if the best dating app in your city is not Hinge, then obviously Hinge X is not worth paying for. And then Hinge, they also had a recent update to their algorithm that you definitely should know about. So it affects this whole is Hinge X worth it discussion. Before, the priority likes, every one of those that you sent would go to the top of a girl's incoming likes list, which obviously made it a good feature to pay for because all the likes were sorted by most recent. But now the default sorting for likes is your type, which is another way of saying that guys with good profiles, aka they have good photos, are at the top of the girl's feed. You can change the setting from your type back to most recent, but I'm guessing that most girls are probably not going to change it. Like maybe a lot don't even know that you can change it. And by the way, if you like the vid, learning about these recent updates, hit the subscribe so you can get more videos like this. But in my opinion, this recent update, it definitely made Hinge X a bit worse than it used to be. I'd say it's still worth it if you check the boxes that I mentioned earlier, but yeah, because you're probably still going to show up in the your type list for a lot of girls, but the value for money is definitely less because this whole algorithm change, it definitely made things more difficult. So to recap really quick, Hinge X is only worth it if you already get some likes and matches. That is, you have good profile pictures. And it's even more important than before due to the recent update, since basically what Hinge is saying is they're prioritizing people who girls swipe on and showing those guys in the girls, likes page more than before. If you don't have good photos, don't bother paying for Hinge X until you have good photos. And if you want to make good photos in a few minutes with AI, check the link in the description and get realistic AI dating photos. If you like the vid, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share with someone you know, and I will see you next time.